All right, man. Shout out to y'all, man, tuning in. I didn't want to go 2 weeks without doing a topic on the great naoya inoue. I caught his last fight. I believe he fought a guy named was Ramon Cardenas, and it was an action-packed fight. Um, it was the pretty much the last fight of the Fatal Fury weekend. Coming off that, really, um, Riyadh season had two pretty much let down events, and for the Cinco de Mayo weekend. But Nairo anyway, his performance, he got a lot of attention and a lot of excitement back in the sport because a lot of people were pretty much flaming um, the recent performances of like Devin Haney, Ramirez, Canelo, and William Skull, so on and so forth. But Naoya Inoue, man, every time I watch him fight, it's just action. Um, he throws a lot of punches. He's showing you the skills. He's a very aggressive offensive fighter, and also a guy who can make adjustments. I had seen in his recent fight he got dropped. Um, I wanted to actually go through some of the footage um, and just kind of analyze it because he does, make certain mistakes, but if you can correct those mistakes and make the adjustments, then it just shows that you're a champion. You're a different caliber because most people can't make adjustments. When they drop, get hurt. But he's very very smart. He's a very very smart fighter, and that's anyone that is ranked in a pound for pound list. It's about being intelligent in the boxing ring, not just somebody who just a warrior. You got to be an intelligent warrior. A stupid warrior and get knocked out. You know, be a warrior nonetheless, but you just be a slut. You just be sleeping on the mat. You know, but anyway, man, I have him high on my pound for pound list, and everybody has their own preference list, but he's number three on my list. He's behind Usyk and Crawford, but um, I'm gonna go into that and analyze why I have him behind them, but still, nonetheless, he's one of the great fighters that we are able, or that we are lucky to have in our sport because it just brings entertainment. And he's proven that he's a world champion. Not what, he's actually willing to leave home in Japan and go to a different place and fight, come to the States, make his rounds, And Top Rank, I think they're doing a tremendous job with him. Um, Marketing him, a guy who is from Japan and now he's actually getting so much star power attention. Um, the greatest fighters, the other great fighters in the sport of boxing know who Naoya Inoue is, and they watch his fights, and a lot of them show up when he's fighting, and that's just the greatness of. It don't matter where you're from, who you are, where you're from. If you can fight and you can entertain at the same time, people gonna come out and people gonna pay. People gonna tune in to see you um, display your talent. So um, this guy, let's look up some stuff with Naoya because let's just see where he's at um, so far because he's still got a ways to go in his career. I believe he's won now in four weight classes, if I'm not mistaken. But I want to be sure, get this accurate information. Okay, as usual, box breaks. Uh, Unnecessary ad promotions. And shout out to the playback. 30-0, 27 of those wins by way of knockout. Alias the monster. He's 32 years old. Look at that, 90% KO ratio. And I think the last time I checked, he's on a crazy KO tear right now. Let's count. So Nonito Donaire was the last decision, I think. That was so since 2019. So ever since he knocked out Jason Maloney in on actually Halloween of 2020, he's been stopping everything. Everything they put in front of him, he's been getting rid of them. All the way up to this Ramon Cardenas, who only had one loss going into that fight. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, in a way down in round two. But yeah, man, this is I'm gonna go to this footage. It's just for educational and criticism. That's what I do. This fight. The jab was, man, fast, powerful. Literally was pushing Ramon Cardenas back. Um, he's able he like I said, we gonna get to it because he did make some mistakes, but for the most part, that jab was great, looking great in there, man. Oh, so he was timing him. Damn. Oof. Walked right into that hook. It was a left hook. I mean, yeah, man. He walked right into the left hook. Cardenas stayed calm, man. He stayed patient and he timed him, bro. I seen he was trying to find that shit early in that first round. But Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this is fourth weight class. Inoue started at 108 pounds. Was that like super flyweight or flyweight? One of them shits. And now he's at 122 pounds. And it's starting to get a little tough for him at 122. I mean, he's still the guy. He's still, probably, definitely the most skilled guy at the weight class. But um, I see the pressure of him possibly going up to 126. I don't know if he's going to do it because I think that would make his fifth weight class. He's already got some great accomplishments, in his career. Two-time undisputed, four weight classes. He's what on a ten fight knockout streak. You know, exciting. His star powers just keep going up more every fight with every victory. So he's just trajectory is just it's NASA. You know what I mean? In the cosmos for this guy right now. But um, like I say, it's getting tough for him at 122. A lot of these guys are able to take his punches now. Um, Even though, or I would say that it takes a lot more of his punches now to get rid of these guys at 122. Now that he's in his fourth weight class, so yeah, man. Let me see if I can just look at a little bit more footage because he ended up cooking this man Cardenas, man, after that knockdown. Damn. Well, in a way, be open a lot to the body. I noticed, but he just throw a lot of punches. It's tough to get there. Look, see, but he'll come back with the shots. Oof. One thing about yeah, you can't get on a roast with anyway. Damn, he was able to turn him. Damn, body on anyway. But Dennis was doing good in this fight. But look, you can't be by the roast though. He will cook you. But look, round seven. How many was enduring all of them shots? Yeah, man. I don't know, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can low key see in a way get knocked out, man. He's just one of them ones. Like, even though he's just a crazy, exciting, aggressive fighter, he walks into a lot of shit, man. I just don't think his chin gonna be able to hold up in every fight like that. And it's a risk trying to deliver that action like that. You know, it is a risk trying to be exciting. So I mean, yeah, people love it. You can go in there and get dropped, and get it back up, and it's exciting. At the same time, you still got the next fight, and then your opponent start seeing chinks in the armor, start seeing vulnerabilities. TJD, Lewis Nery, Martin Tapalis, Stephen Fulton, Paul Butler. I'm just looking through the people that he beat. Naoya Inoue is one of them ones. I got him number three on my list. Um, and it's pending. I just feel like what you call it? I just credit Usyk and Crawford their wins, their consistency in the sport. Um, they just been they set the bar high. He been doing his thing, but they've been dominant. I ain't been seeing him get dropped on their ass. That's another thing. That's why I got him number three because he's vulnerable to a lot of shots on defense. Man, he's vulnerable. He gets hit with a lot of shots. He's exciting, but he be getting cracked with shit in there, man. And the way he got cracked in that second round, versus Cardenas, that you know, that was a struggle for him to get up, man. I was like, damn, because I watched that fight live. I was like, damn, bro. But that guy, he definitely is tough, man. He's tough. He's not no punk. You know, I'm a fan of him. I like to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to see him tighten up on defense, man. That's the only thing. Tighten up on defense, especially if you're thinking about going up another weight class. Because I still think he'll clean up 22. Anybody there, you know what I'm saying? They could be a Ramundo Garcia, nigga. They smoking on Garcia packs, nigga. You feel me? That shit. Ain't nobody messing with him at 22. But 26, there's a different beast over there at 26, man. So, nevertheless, he's a great fighter. Hell of a fighter, Mayweather voice. Zama Kanagawa, Japan. Where you from? Dangerous, man. Speed, power, ring IQ, chin. Because, he can he gets hit with shit, he'll get dropped, he get right back up. Get right back up and stay doing the same thing. That's what I notice about it anyway. Um, he'll make the little, slight adjustments. Sometimes he'll still be vulnerable to the same shots, but one thing he will do, he got gears. You know, not everybody got that in the sport. When I'm watching, I'm like, some of them go to another gear, some of them can't. They just in the same gear, and they could be in gear two the whole fight. This guy got gear. You know, uh, he'd be fifth round, sixth round. You can have a good ass round. Next thing you know, the next round he could go to a whole nother gear that you just was not expecting. So I give him that. I got a lot in the tool bag, man, and experience. 30 fights, confident as ever. He's stopping 10 stoppages in a row, man. I mean, and he free smoke, man. This guy. I mean, when you capture all the belts, that's proving to the world you free smoke, without a doubt. You when you be trying to just have one belt and then you talk crap about other champions and say you the best this and that. I bet whatever. I don't pay you no mind. That's cap. But when you getting all the belts and all the roads lead to you, oh, you free smoke for real, for real. You want to prove to everybody that you number one. Because if someone else thinks that they number one, they rank number two or three, they gotta fight you to prove it. You know, they have to definitely face you, defeat you, dethrone you, take all your titles for them to say that, oh no, I'm better. So yeah, man, that's why I like this undisputed work. This guy, he basically meets all the criteria on my list. To be in my top three, top five, you got to meet some high criteria, man. Free smoke. You know what I'm saying? You undisputed. You got a couple crowns. You know what I'm saying, on your record, which is the undisputed. You know, winning in multiple weight classes. You know, fought. Someone who has fought multiple styles, won at the top level, defended. You know, beat everybody. In and around your weight class that was willing to step in there with you. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I mean, that guy done it, man. He's won in multiple weight classes. He won the Ali Trophy in that tournament, the what's the name tournament that Matchroom put on or whatever. And yeah, so he just packing on more accolades, man. That's all Nio Inoue doing, you know. So yeah, it's be flame of shames that you can give, but uh, this guy gets the flame of fame, you know, flat out. You know, I'll be looking for people that I can give credit to. So for the most part, positive shit. Say about this guy. See what we got up in here. Oh, Bruce, what up, Bruce? Shout out to the OG Bruce Gas up in here, man. You got the big homie Charles D up in here. What's good with it? See, yep. We need to tighten this defense up early in the fight. Definitely. Because he definitely got them gears. I think the later it gets, the worse are off for his opponents. Because, yeah, he be definitely turning it up. Actually, what's good, homie? Definitely gonna need better defensive prowess. Yeah, for sure, bro. At 26, definitely. Yeah, yeah, bro. Talking about, man, gear after gear. Do you hear it? Gear after gear. You know, and I think that's one of his best attributes, man. He can go from 0 to 100 quick, fast. Before you even think, man, you just boop, 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 it would just be like 9 shots in a row. After he was just like, you know what I mean, just throwing, a jab here and there every few seconds. Jab. Next thing you know, it's like 9 of them shits. Like, damn, hold up. Did I just get hit with like 6 of them shits? And next thing you know, the swarming stuff. He can swarm, he can box, he can man, he got good recovery. When he get hurt, guy's elite. So like I say, he still remains number three on my list. But it could change. Definitely could change, especially if you go up to 26 and smoke everything up there, man. That'd be some shit. Cause there's some people at 26 that's talking hella shit about, oh yeah, they do this and do that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm a fan of Bruce Shushu Carrington. But he been talking a lot of shit, man. I'm starting to get little concerned, low key, about like when dudes is really they when they what they say kind of supersede what they've actually done in the ring. Because I think he's a hell of a fighter. I think uh, Bruce Shushu Carrington is a hell of a fighter, but you know, I just got to see more. I just got to see more from him. Remember, it was one fight. I seen one guy. He got in, and I gotta be fair, man. He lost that. I was like, damn, man, he lost this fight, but they gave it to him. I was like, well, hey, you know, everybody gets lucky. Every so often, everybody gets a gift. Once or twice in their life, if not more. But this guy Bruce, man, he gonna have to tighten up too. So before you start talking that, I'll do this and do that, you gonna have to better your performances as well. But he did do good in this last fight, but it was like 2 or 3 fights back. Bruce was getting cooked. But anyhow, man, if he don't time too, he gonna get cooked at 26. I can see it, man. I can see him getting clipped with some nasty work. Um, but I don't want to see that happen, man, because the guy's exciting, man. You know what I mean? I don't see this Bruce Lee looking dude, man. You know what I mean? Get clipped. You know, he's an exciting little guy, man. I want to be able to see him show up more at these events, um, all over America, man. Not only across the world, but yeah, come to America, man, and put on these exciting performances, more and more, so that we can give you a credit. You know, but yeah, I don't really have too much more for this one, man. But I just wanted to take some time, get this guy some credit. Yulia X said the nasty work promotions, man. Yeah, man, I don't want to see the nasty work promotions cracking for this guy, man. He's a good dude. Seems like a good dude, man. So, you know, um, especially if you start learning some more English, you know what I mean? Get his English up to par. Man, that's all it'll take. I've seen certain fighters, man, go from not speaking no kind of English, when they first became champs to over time they speaking good English. Dimitri Bivol speak good English now, man. Canelo speak good English. Get the fuck out of here. All kind of shit. Like you just, work on it little by little. The English get better. They just be like, oh, okay. Then people can get more of a get a more exclusive, look or uh get more tune to what's going on with you. Because when you saying when you're telling the people what's going on instead of a translator, translators be lying sometimes. So they can say anything. I wonder if that really be happening a lot of times though, because translators probably like, yeah, man, I didn't like this decision, man. This is some bullshit. He says that he honors the judges and he hopes he gets the rematch, but if not, he's okay. He's fine with the decision. They probably just lying, How old? You said how old is Inoue? 32. Payday. Let's see. Right. It ain't even got to be a whole lot. You still have your translator there, actually, but it's just like they, as long as you can say a few things, you know what I mean. That shit went viral when Canelo said, "Get the fuck out of here." That shit went viral, man. They're like, "Oh shit, he was cussing," you know. So, man, I'm telling you, you know. So, well, anyway, man, give him a year or two. He might be up here and you know what I mean, talking more English. But either way, man, he ain't got to speak English. That ain't even the point. He can just keep kicking ass in the boxing ring, and we will keep giving you your credit. So, for the ones catching the playback, hey man, you give your thoughts. Maybe you got him number one on your list. I ain't got no issue with it. I really don't because the guy's a great fighter either way. You may have a number two, number one, or whatever. But if he's not in the top three, something wrong with you. That's my opinion. Something's off. If you don't have Naoya Inoue in the top three of your pound for pound list, that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that Lomachenko was kind of around that age too when he moved up. I think especially when he fought Linares. I saw that fight the other day. Got his ass sat right down, but he cooked Linares though. Right. He got offended. He got offended by that. He thought Plant was disrespecting his mom. You know. So Canelo, yeah, man. For sure. Let me drop it real quick. Yep. Drop it right quick. All right, there you go. So there's the link for the homie Actual and anybody else, man. Want to pull up, get some thoughts on Japanese great, man. Naoya anyway. Knocking dudes out, man. Yeah, man, 10 in a row. I think the last person I seen on a streak like that, like that's been winning at the top level, is like Bud. Bud was smoking niggas. Like he think he was like 9 in a row or something like that. Everybody at welterweight got annihilated. So it was quick work. Yeah, so I want to see who's next for Inoue. But yeah, let the homie jump on, get some thoughts, and go get some grub.
Hello.
Oh shit, hold on. Let me take the what's the name down. Hold up. Hold on. Let me switch the there we go.
Hello. Black and the Horseman, the UGC. I am back like the cook at the crack without being stepped on. Yes, pure, unadulterated, back-breaking flame. Burning your asshole and
Yeah,
ass
man.
cracks
Glad to have you.
until the bone shows. Your anus is now ashes. Anus to ashes, your dust to oblivion. Fuck your opinion. Listen to the facts. Noya Inoue is hard to beat. A tough mother bastard. Okay? I know. I am one. Okay? Who messes with the Iron Sheik? No one. The Hulk Hogan? No one. I spit on his face because he's a racist piece of sack of elephant dung.
Wow, that's
Listen to me,
extreme,
Black. If
man.
anybody wants the smoke, they can get it. Okay? Listen, the YTBC is full of these damn idiots. The nonsense that spews out of their stupid sassy lips. I call them sassy lips. You know, listen, Black, we have to get more politically correct for the YouTubes, the Google people, because they say, hey, you can't be saying that stuff. And I say, fuck you, punk. My dick is bigger than your whole fucking body. My dick can beat the fuck out of you. And that's what Noya Inoue does every time. His dick beat the fuck out of everyone. You knock him down, the dick gets backed up and beats you and takes and makes you humble.
Wow. In the blue corner. Yeah, man. Welcome back, man. It's always great, man. The Fahrenheit always goes to another level when the Sheik shows up, man.
That right,
It's
Black.
different.
Listen, I try not to go overboard, but sometimes the buffoonery, the bullshit, it just gets too much. Black, look, I try to be peaceful. I try to eat the vegan. Not but sometimes these assholes they make me want to destroy them and then barbecue them. Put them to the flame. Yeah.
Wow.
You like kebab? You like the kebab, Black? We will have kebabs out of
Sure.
these damn domestic casual ass man fans. Okay, you will be the next shish kebab for the Iron Sheik and the Black Horseman. Yes. Okay,
Fan
you
fan kebabs.
listen. The Noya Inoue, he get the caught at some time. Get put on his ass. Hey, look, everyone has the flaws. Okay, everyone has the flaws. Noya Inoue is no exception. Yeah. Oh, you're man, I'm man, everyone man. Noya Inoue is man. He's not God. Okay.
He is not.
Everyone imperfect, okay? Except the Almighty. Now listen, I don't want to get too religious here, but you know, the Iron Sheikh has the faith that Noya Inoue will, meet his match one day. Everyone meets their match, but if Noya Inoue is great, he will. I mean, he's great anyway, right? He's great anyway. He's proven. He's a Hall of Fame material fighter. He's a first round go ahead for the Hall of Fame. That is not the question. Okay, the question everyone to know is who is his match? Ok Magdayalev, my fellow, brother. Listen, he's a good boy, but he doesn't have enough of the inner way. Okay, we see that, right, Black? I see that. You see that. I think most boxing minds see that Akhmadaliev has nothing for him. I think the fight that will be the boxer with the greatest challenge for the Noya in a way is the Japanese boy, the man I say,
Oh yeah.
damn it, I forget his
Damn.
name. You know what I'm talking about. Not
Uh,
Tanaka. Is it Tanaka?
not Tanaka.
No, it is
Just start with an N. Start with an N, I think.
Nakatani.
Uh,
Yes, Nakatani.
Nakatani.
Nakatani. Junto Nakatani. Yes, Junto. I think he will pose the greatest challenge for the Noya Inoue. Yes,
I
I
agree.
could be
Yeah,
mistaken, but I think it will be the great fight.
the dark
There are
horse.
others that I fail to mention because again I am not perfect. You are not perfect. I cannot remember everyone's name. Okay, I have a lot of shit going on. Okay, but listen, Noya Inoue, he's a great fighter, so entertaining. Every time he fights, I don't care. He listen at this point, he can fight a damn guy in a wet paper bag, no name, and I will see Noya anyway because he is such a good fighter, you know. But I wanted to see him in there with the best, right? The best. I love the Noya in a way. I'm admittedly a Noya in a way a man fan. Yes. Hey, look, I cannot escape the flame myself. No one is impervious to the flame. However, as much as I like him, I know he is not perfect, and there is match out here for him that he will meet. Does that make sense,
Yeah.
Black?
You know what, man?
Black,
I
am I
must say that
rambling? Tell me if I'm rambling. Don't be scared of me, Black.
that was an excellent take, man. Excellent breakdown. I couldn't have said it better myself. I don't disagree with anything you said.
Listen. If it works on certain things, Black, it's going to be damn near perfect.
Um,
He works on a
the
couple of things.
only
He's in there.
Oh yes, definitely.
You know.
Just tighten up a few things. What do you think about him going to 26? Do you think it's a good idea, or should he remain at 22, or does he have success at 26 if he goes up?
I think he had success at 26 as long as he is more defensive minded. He can't be going in there like a young man wanted to bang. Even Floyd Mayweather, the supposed TBE, he changed tactics. We know, Black. We're old enough to remember when Floyd first started at 18, the tender age of 18, in Las Vegas, in one of his first fights. I saw this. This was the time during the shooting of the Tupac, out there. So I remember
Hmm.
that fight very well when he first started, and he was definitely a different fighter from the time he fought a Manny Pacquiao and he was having so much money. Okay, everyone changes their style eventually if they're going up in weight, that they're getting older. No one is immune. Look at Canelo, you know, other fighters who progress, who actually put time and effort into the craft and not looking for an easy payday, like a damn Tank Davis, that is the man boy. You know, I should call him the F word, but I won't because I am now better. Yes. Anyway, Black, listen,
Yeah, man.
I think I rambled and, you know, flapped my big fat lips of long enough. Uh, any question for me?
So you don't see Akhmadaliev as a really a threat. So
Listen, I did not say that he's not a threat, but I don't. I did. I want to say this, that Ahmad Aliyev is a good fighter. Nah, I'm not saying, I'm not taking everything away from him. I just don't think he's the man to beat in a way. That's all. I think it's going to be a good fight up until he eventually capitulates. Either the counter stops it, the referee stops it, or Nuria in the way himself stops it. In the mid to late rounds, I think Akhmadaliev will eventually capitulate in the late rounds, probably more than likely the ninth.
okay, well there y'all have it, man. Um, well, she I don't think it was rambling, man. It was just you catching up and giving your thoughts, your innermost thoughts on this particular fighter in a way, and your thoughts on man fans in the sport, and you even admitted that you're a man fan. You're a in a way man fan. So we respect integrity on this side of the street. And as you say, no one is exempt from the flame. Equal opportunity all over,
Yes.
all over the world,
Remember,
flame
Black, remember
on
the
this side.
movie Devil's Advocate? Al Pacino, he's playing the devil. I'm a man of
Yes.
fan. I'm a fan of man. Yes. But I don't obsess of these boxers.
Yeah.
I don't obsess over an individual boxer. I admire, an individual's talent, and the way they, throw a punch and can adapt and overcome in the ring. I love that. Someone that puts effort in their craft and the science of boxing, and there is a real scientist in that ring. That's what I love. That's what I admire.
Facts. I agree. I agree. I definitely second that. So yeah, man. Yeah, that's really all I got for in a way. Uh, and shout out to him for saving that particular weekend because even though I'm recapping late, that Cinco de Mayo weekend, it was just, it was a disappointing weekend of fights. And you know what I will say, Sheik, is that, based off the reaction I saw from the Fatal Fury weekend of fights, it is a lot more attention on the sport to where that's why we got the reaction that we got. It was so many people that had their eyeballs on the sport and was expecting exciting action that when it didn't deliver, it's like, hey man, come on, dog. Y'all serious? This is what we going back to? Because it was like the boxing fans was on such a high of great fight after great fight, great card after great card. And we had to deal with that shit for that weekend. And it was like, yo, hold on, man. It almost made it like, dang, we just took 5 steps back, man, with just this one weekend of shit. You know what I'm saying? And so it just showed me that like, okay, the bar is set high now. Y'all can't put bullshit cards together. You can't go in there half-assing it. And matter of fact, you unleashed flame um the last time we even spoke on how these guys is not giving it they all, and not really actually entertaining. So it was like it's because of the reaction and where the fans are at right now. It's like y'all can't half-ass it. We're not just gonna settle for mediocrity anymore. There's a lot more eyeballs on the sports, a lot more action taking place to where everybody's paying attention to boxing now. So it's like you have to deliver, and when you don't, y'all gonna get flamed on a whole different Fahrenheit than what it used to be. Because it's more people watching it, and it's more podcasters and more platforms to where it's like, hey man, did y'all see that bullshit over the weekend? You got Club Shay Shay and them dudes talking about fights and shit. So it's a different era
Yeah.
now where more people are watching the sport and you can't just bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So
It's definitely, I think,
yeah, man, if you want to give some thoughts on that.
I think uh the thing is, Black, is like, when you have, Dana White and the UFC putting on cards and shows that do deliver, right? And then, at the same price point, but then is that their cards are delivering. They're delivering more of the action fights, the fights that people ask for. And then when we
get the fight that we asked for and the fight that we want to see, it seems like the fighters themselves, they, oh wow, okay, we had the fans, we got the fans to bite the apple because we got this online war going on, this, that, and the third, and now we're in the ring. So what are we gonna do? And it seems to me like they're so these fighters they act like they got beef with each other, but then and really it's like they act like they so buddy buddy, and for the amount of action that was in that ring, you would think that they're probably buddy buddy behind the scenes. That's all I'm
Hmm.
saying. And not that
Yeah.
that's the case, but one can only like imagine, and me being a fan and looking back at the way the performances went is like, you know, if I was in there and I was that making that kind of money and it was that kind of you know backdrop and a memorable backdrop, right? I mean, either way, even if there wasn't that many fans that's allowed to see and they had it blocked off certain areas, the fact that you could have been some kind of highlight reel, right? That had been, it's like one of those things, like like a picture, like like the sailor kissing the nurse in Times Square. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been like something iconic like that. You understand what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
because this has never been done before, correct? The last time I'm checking, I've never seen a boxing match at Times Square. I mean, it wasn't at the center of
Nah.
Times Square, but the fact of the matter is, it was in Times Square. It was on Broadway, or right there. So the fact of the matter is like you guys didn't deliver what you were supposed to, deliver. You just didn't. That's the fact. And it was plain in plain sight. You know, replayable, and then you got to live with that too. It's like you got to live with the fact that yeah, I made a lot of money, this, that, and the third, but did I make a legacy? Did I make a memory? You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's something they're gonna have to definitely take with them. And not only a few boxers I think left that those cards, and with 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 a positive mind state from the event, which was probably like Rolly, and nobody expected that shit. It
Nobody
was like,
expected that
what?
shit, and he would, because Rolly understood the assignment though. See, as much as people want to fuck around with Rolly and like say he's a dumbass, he's not a stupid kid. He just everybody got their little moments and shit of slow retardation in life and stuff like that. And yeah, maybe he is a little slow, but as far as common sense goes, he the fuck where he was at. He know where the fuck
Hmm.
he was at, and what the fuck his assignment was that night is to go in there, beat the shit out of this fucking pretending ass motherfucker in here because he's not a fighter. He's not. Ryan Garcia is not a fighter, man. He's a fucking kid that wanted to be in boxing because what? Because it gets him girls, man. That's all it was. Girls and money, man. Rolly genuinely likes to do this shit. He likes having fun with it. He genuinely likes having fun. He likes to get up. He likes to work out. He's a gym rat, right? You know, never mind the stupid shit that he says with fucking Tiafimo. That stupid motherfucker. Never mind his little stupid antics that they say. The fact of the matter is, what does that individual do as a boxer during a daily basis? He works out. He does what he's supposed to do. He lives a warrior's lifestyle, right? That's what they're supposed to do. A boxer's lifestyle. You know, he even said it himself before. He was like, "Yeah, because that's why I don't fuck, and this guy be fucking this, that, and the third, and you know, I don't want to find out in the ring. I just rather not find out, and I just adhere to what they the trainers tell me. The old school tells me. I love that, man. A young man fucking paying homage to the old school and actually fucking applying and acting. So what he's being taught is not him being taught and the shit going in one in and out the other and never fucking damn demonstrating it, right? You know, like we used to have in the Marines and stuff. We used to say not only semper fi, right? Always faithful, but ductus exemplo. Demonstrate by example. You learned something from an elder that was respected, and now you're applying it. You're demonstrating by an example, and that's what he did. He demonstrated by example in that ring, right? So I think you got to give the flame of fame for in that card to Rolly Romero. And yeah, he got blazed before, but if you don't get blazed in the sport of boxing, something's really wrong. Either you really avoided some shit, or because everybody, even the greats, got blazed. You know what I'm saying? Shout
Yeah,
out to
man.
Lay Wood. Shout out to Lay Wood. You know, that was my guy. You know, I called that wrong. I thought he was gonna win that fight. You know, I thought he was gonna have a decision, but he got blazed. So now he's Lay Blazewood. And I love him to death. He's a good kid. But now he's Lay Blazedwood. He got fucking blazed in there. He
It
put
happens, man.
he got some body shots and he started running away. He started running away, like, you know what I mean? I'm not even gonna say because that's inappropriate, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, he started running away like a little one of them little things, you know, little hood thing. Girl, get your ass back over here. Get some of this. You was asking for it. You know what
I
I
still gotta
mean?
watch that fight, man. I didn't get to watch it.
You see that fight? It was a good fight. I mean, you
Nah, I'm
know,
gonna watch it though.
it was a
Got
good fight. It was a
played.
good little scrap.
He plays Wood. That's funny though. Yeah,
Word
man.
up, man.
This is
I be
what it
trying to catch the
is.
fights, Black. I be trying to catch the most fights in the news and shit, but you know, I try to keep up. But you know, you got a lot of shit. I got a lot of shit going on, man. You know.
Oh yeah, man. That's you see. I'm late doing this inoue anyway recap. You know, there's a lot of shit going on,
Yeah.
but I'm like, I still gotta pay homage. You know what I mean? Either way, find time to do it. You know what I mean?
Yo, I think, man, I know the next fight I'm going to is gonna be a big one, but I'm definitely gonna go to a fight soon because I ain't been on a fight in a minute.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
fucking, I definitely want to see not the Nakatani and Inoue.
yeah. So
Not
Nakata is
Nakatani.
he?
Not Nakatani. Is it Hunto Nakatani? Is it
Yeah,
Hunto Nakatani?
Nakatani.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the fight that they be, hyping up right now, like really trying to build up. But that is he 26 at 126, Nakatani, or
I think he
22?
just turned 27.
You said
He's
what?
at 126. I'm pretty sure he's at 126.
Okay, let me double check to be sure,
Yeah,
because
look
I'm
it up
like,
real quick. Look it up. I might be
yeah, let me
mistaken. I don't
see.
know. Shit moves so fast in boxing, right? So,
Facts, bro. Facts, man. Let me see. Junto Nakatani. Damn, when the last time he fought? Let me look up. He only 27. Oh, they both got 30 wins though. 30 and 0.
yeah, yeah,
Him and
yeah,
Naoya on the way.
yeah.
Hold on, let me share so that the viewers can see. Show this real quick. But I just wanted to see what weight class he really in. Let me see. 30 and 0, 23 knockouts. Was Bantam. Uh oh, he got a fight coming up June 8th against Ryosuke Nishida. I don't know who that is, but
Nishida, yeah, yeah, I heard him. I seen him fight before. This is gonna be a good fight.
oh, you
Hold
see
on,
him
back.
fight?
Give me like a couple seconds. I'll be right back.
All right, for sure. So let's see. Bantam. So he's got the WBC belt. Um, the hell? Box rate pound for pound list is crazy. Yo, bruh. Is this serious? Nayo anyway number one, Canelo number two, Crawford three, Nakatani number four, Benavidez five, six. What? How is Benavidez ahead of Beterbiev and Bibble?
What's that?
That
What
is
happened?
insane. Oh
What
no,
happened?
I was look. I'm sitting here looking at this list, and I'm like, this is BoxRec's world rankings. I think. I don't know if it's like a pound for pound list or, but they got Naoya Inoue at number one, Canelo at number two, Crawford at three, Nakatani at four, Benavidez at five, Bivol at six, Better be at seven, then Boots, Tank, Shakur, Haney, and so on and so forth. But I'm like, wait. And then Usyk is number 16. What kind of shit is this?
I don't know.
This shit say pound for pound? Nah, fam. This got to be an error. They got Usyk at number 16, bro. Yeah, man. Anyway, so let me go back. Let's see. Hey, what weight is Bantam? Bantam weight.
I think that was 115.
Oh damn, that means he's lower than fucking damn, you right. Damn. So he's at the lower weight class than Naoya anyway. I thought he was heavier than him.
Mm.
Wow.
But he's a big guy though.
Damn, okay. Well, I don't know. He's gonna have to come up in weight then, I guess. Cause I know Naoya anyway not going back down.
Mm-mm.
Especially if he got
Yeah,
his
he's
eyes
not.
on
He
26.
has to squeeze into 115 though. Like check his height. Look at his height.
Let me see. Junto Nakatani again. Let me see. He's oh, he's actually fought in a few divisions though. He's 5'7",
That's
and
what
I
I'm
think
saying. He's tall. He's tall. You know what I'm saying? He can make the weight. He can move up easily. He even said it himself.
mm, so yeah,
They say
he's
he's a
won
they
eight.
say he's a weight bully. Actually, to be honest,
Oh shit,
I
wait,
don't
bully.
say I don't say that, but people, I've heard that been said about him. I don't say it though, but that's what I heard. I don't call anybody no weight bully. If you can make the fucking weight, you can make the fucking weight. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever, right? Fucking rules are rules. You know what I'm saying?
Rules
Fuck,
is
you make the weight,
rules.
make the weight. You know what I mean? It's weight classes for a reason. But yeah, if you got one of them fucking bodies that could fucking go all the way down to 115 and then shoot back up to like 130, he probably walks around at 130 pounds. 115 to 130 is not a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're probably right.
15 pounds. You know what I'm saying? 115, 130. 15 pounds, bro. That's like 15 pounds. That motherfucker shits and fucking pisses and he'll be right 115. You know what I'm saying? All he got to do is go to 126. He'll fucking eat extra fucking what? Extra fucking rice on his meals. You know what I'm saying? Some carbs. Extra shit, extra meat, potatoes. And
yeah,
he'll make 126 easy. You know what I'm saying? So
Mark, what up, homie? And then he said,
Martín,
but
¿qué pasó?
and
¿Qué
somebody
pasó? ¿Qué
named
lo
Jokes.
que?
No, ain't no
Amigo.
jokes. Hey, so if that fight got made, let's say end of the year, a big mega fight between Nakatani and Inoue, who you favoring right now?
At the end of the year, right now, if it's this year, I'm gonna say is in a way, and if it's in like and if it's like I say in maybe like 2 years, I think the
Mhm.
fights are gonna be in 2 years, in a way, and Junto, and I think in two and a half years, I think Junto gets him. That's what I think. That, in my opinion, Junto gets him in two. He's slow. In 2 years, New Year anyway, probably have a couple more fights. He'll go to he may move up, but Junto will meet him. Junto will go up there. Junto wants that fight.
Oh, does it? So he's actually
Yeah.
really calling for it. I just thought people was hyping it,
Nah,
like
nah, nah, nah. They
media.
actually met up. They met up. They talked before. They want that fight eventually, but I think they both agree that not right now. You know what I'm saying? They could have a couple more big fights and then do it a big super fight between them two in Japan. I think they're gonna work it to where they're both gonna meet up and they're gonna be 0-0, and you know what I mean. I think they want Junto to maybe get a couple more belts, probably unify, and then the fight happens.
Now, are they both on the same side of the street, like Top Rank? Is
That I'm not
Juto?
sure. I don't know the details of that stuff, Black. As far as I'm
Okay.
not like I'm not too well versed on the promoter side of things too much anymore.
Let me see if I
I
can.
just try to keep up with the fights. The fighters themselves and the technique that they use, how they look.
Right,
As
right.
far as as far as they weight classes and how they look the last fight.
Oh, he has a co. I just looked it up. It says he's promoted by.
He's a co-promoter, right? You got a co-promoter.
Right. It says Taken Promotions or
Taken,
Tyken.
yeah, Tekken.
Yeah,
Video
Tekken.
game, Tekken. You say Tekken.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. And then it says the co-promotional deals with Top Rank. Um, led, of course, led by Bobby. But yeah, man. So somewhat same side of the street. So I think the fight could get made pretty easy.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I'm pretty sure it
yeah,
can.
it's got to be about the timing, right time. But
Right.
they both for what 30-0 right now. I
Mm.
mean, if they wait maybe another year or two, I can possibly see one of these guys taking a loss maybe before they meet up or something. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know about Nakatani because it's simple fact. I don't know who's in his weight class. I don't be watching 118 and 115 and lower. I don't be watching them weight classes, but um, I'm just saying, like I just usually when there's a mega fight that they trying to build up, and you got two undefeated fighters that are in or around each other's weight class. A lot
Yeah.
of times it get fucked up with a loss. Like somebody will lose before the big fight
Right.
happens.
Well, we've seen it before. It happens. So hopefully, things. They match them up to where they can both meet up in about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. You know.
Yeah. Well, they all have it, man. I'm about to give me some lunch. Appreciate you actual jumping on, man, and
No
giving your
problem.
thoughts and your take on Naoya Inoue, a great top pound for pound fighter in the sport, and of course, add more of your thoughts and flame to what's expected in this sport that has a lot more attention and eyes on it right now. So
Yeah.
um, I'll keep my eye out for the next. I'm not sure what else is coming up as far as fights, other than when I just looked up. I know Nakatani fights next month. I think June 18th or something like that. But as far as other big names, oh, I think Usyk got a fight coming up right next month with
Yeah.
Dubois, named Dubois. So definitely will be keep my eye out for that as well. And if anything else comes up, of course, I'll try to give some thoughts. But man, hey, I'm actually planning on doing a different topic, man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's on the crime scene side of the game. But if
Yep.
anybody, if you're available, anybody, man, I want to get some y'all's input on this particular topic that I'm gonna do. I intend on
Yeah.
doing it within possibly the next 24 to 48 hours. But
Okay. Yeah. Just we'll talk offline in the hangouts, and we'll get talking points and stuff like that, and we'll hit it.
matter of
You know,
fact,
he,
what I'll do is I'll start dropping a little bit of that shit in the hangouts for y'all to kind of familiarize yourself with it because you probably already heard about it because it happened some years ago. But I got to give my thoughts on it because it's some
yeah.
shit I got to get off my chest with it. But yeah, man.
Right.
So just look out for that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, bro.
All right, man. Thank y'all, man. We are the UGC. Appreciate
All
y'all
right.
tuning in for this